Customer states, I hit something on the road, please check and advise. This is like some final destination type issue.
Right into the gas tank. Awesome. Entry hole. Exit hole.
Customer asked if they could keep running their winter tyres through summer instead of installing their new ones. The answer was no. There's a current recall on these Mazda steering racks for the exact reason you're about to see.
Oh, Jesus. That's, I think that's supposed to... Obviously this guy turns right a lot. Customer states, I don't think my rear brakes are working. Yeah, they look fine to me. I don't know why you wouldn't think that they're not working.
This customer apparently hit an excavator bucket doing around 65 miles per hour. Honestly, it could be worse.
14 Honda CRV, wondering why the timing chains are slapping. Well, the tensioner disintegrated.
There's got to be nothing left of this wheel bearing.
This is me when I see you in the sundress.
This customer had literally just been at a shop because of a squeak coming from the front left of their car. The shop had a look and took it for a test drive and said it was the control arm, but is totally okay, only for this to happen the next day. The shop actually admitted partial fault and said they would only charge parts to fix it.
Customer states, I need an oil change. That looks a bit extra crispy there, don't you think? 16,000 miles since last oil change. Wouldn't I recommend doing that again?
This mechanic has had 4 different owners bring in their ATV in for the same issue caused by the factory key tag. Customer states she can hear a rattle when driving, and just from a quick inspection, the mechanic found all of these issues. The owner then proceeded to argue over the diagnostic fee, even though they found all of these insane problems.
Alright, on the 24 Duramax I had where it would shut off when it hit the washer pump, I actually ripped the fuse block apart. And you can tell, this is the relay for the washer pump. You can tell, yeah, things didn't go so well in there. Pretty much almost started a fire. Luckily it burnt that wire in half, or it probably would have. Looks great, don't it?
Customer states, there's a knocking sound coming from under my car. They had taken this to the dealership 3 times before this was finally fixed. Customer states there's an odd vibration coming from the front end, so they wanted to balance and rotate on their tires.
And I don't think that's gonna solve the problem here.
So when a customer comes into me and says, my car makes a noise like a boat horn, you know, and we see the wheel looking a bit like that, even more concerning, it looks like that. Yes, this is through the wheel. And she drove this here like that.
This Land Rover Discovery comes in for a routine oil change after the customer bought it a year and a half ago. When the mechanic dropped the under tray, 2 bolts fell with it. Every single bolt here was loose. Customer states their car has been low on power and accelerating slower than usual.
No codes, but this will do it for sure.
Customer states, I only need my exhaust checked.
I think you need a little more than that. That don't look right.
This vehicle needed a chassis harness replacement, which not only took months to arrive, but about 80 hours total to replace. I don't know how the insurance company didn't just write the car off. 4 shredded sidewalls in the last hour must be a new record. This 2011 Ford Fiesta came in with 100,000 miles, right in time to have their drive belt replaced.
2017 Hilux, 82-ish thousand Ks, and customer has been told needs brand new drums and shoes, possibly cylinders. Yeah, no, I feel like somebody's tried to scam someone.
You can guarantee this diff had been making noises for a while, and now they're in for a whole new rear end. Looks like this isn't the first time this person has bent this exhaust, given the booger welds on it.
What did you back into, my guy? How did you pull this off? And how have you not fixed it?
Got a weird noise on the right front. Press the brake and you can feel the whole thing shift.
Holy. How do you do that? It's a Honda. God damn.
Looks like we found out where all the windscreen washer fluid was going. At least it was helping to clean the roads. Customer states she may have hit something with the mower that would be a yes. It ended up breaking both spindles and blades. Just your classic valve cover gasket failure, but it's pretty funny how it slowly gets worse and worse per cylinder.
Got this C300 2019 Mercedes-Benz in for flat repair. Already have looked at the tires. It's going to need both front tires replaced because they got cuts on them. So rest in peace to these both tires. But however, there is something more important, that it's going to need more than just a tire. Look at this. Now, let's check and see how many miles since the last oil change. Put this in the one position. And 44,000 miles. Pretty surprised that the engine hasn't locked up yet. Lastly, I want to add, you can see the filter right here and all this dirty ass oil right here.
A different shop had recently installed these brake pads incorrectly. The customer could hear it rattling whenever they went over bumps.
You know, I'm a tech by day. Then I get something like this, I feel like I'm working on a farm. Straight cow. Packed for Dave. You could smell this truck. It smells wonderful. Good old farm truck, country living, baby. Might be a mechanic, but I feel like a farmer.
This leaf spring is really holding on for dear life, and I would not want to be driving it when it goes. Customer states there's a clunking sound. Please check it out. At least it was an easy fix.
I don't know.
Just your classic $90,000 Mercedes-Benz, where the owner declined to have these tyres replaced. Looks like the customer attempted to use some RTV to stop this rear main seal leak, which obviously didn't work.
Yep. That's weird, no fuel strut. That drove here.
Some squirrel is going to be mad when he realizes his big pinecone stash has been raided. Another classic vehicle where the more you watch, the worse it gets. I'm betting they hit a curb with both front wheels given how bent and out of shape the alignment is.
This wheel's not very straight. So, that's great. Oh, yep. Yup. Looks good. Oh, we can roll it. Oil change only. Good Lord.
This Scion came in for having a random misfire on all cylinders, but it ended up being a bit worse than just the head gasket.
Obviously we can see a problem with the head gasket, but we have a lot of melty action between the cylinder walls there, so unfortunately we're looking at a new motor. I don't know, we might be able to deck it. I gotta see what the machine shop says, but it's pretty pitted in there. Yay.
The mechanic was removing this dirty cabin air filter and did not expect to find a good old nest hiding behind it. And this is how much was jammed in there.
So, if you know, you know.
Thanks for watching another episode of Mechanical Nightmare. I hope you enjoyed. Remember to like and subscribe, and if you have your own clip, you can send it to us using the link in the description or to our email. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next episode.